Okay, so it's 6 from now. Okay, so it's Vincent to throw for the bullseye first.
Board final time then here on streaming board 1 or board 4 of the 32 boards of action we've got going on here at the Coral UK Open Qualifier. The first of 6 of these events. And Vincent van der Voort, the seeded player on this board,
throw first.
saw off Diogo Portello earlier on with very little trouble. Won that one 6-1 with a 98 average. Martin Schindler's had to win a couple of games to get to this stage. He beat the world youth champion Dimitri van den Berg, averaged 99 in the process. And it was another average in the 90s, although not quite as impressive as he overcame Madar's Rasmus 6-4.
141.
Both players have picked up some money by getting to this stage of the tournament, as they look to qualify for the UK Open finals in Minehead. Vincent van der Voort has made the final of that tournament before. You've got to go back to 2007 when that happened, but he did it.
60. $58. 85. 58.
Schindler leaving the 120, which we have seen him take out today already. Did so against Dimitri van den Berg. His finishing has been pretty good so far today. It's probably been the strong point of his game. This has been a key bit, being able to find the 60 when he's blocked part of the bed. But he can't do it on this occasion.
40 scored, yeah.
Vincent's got 118, which is a similar kind of finish.
100.
But if anything, it's just a little bit more frustrating, because if the first dart doesn't go in the treble 20, well, if it goes there, then you can't finish at all.
42.
Schindler normally very good on double 10. Will that be the case here? Double 5 it is. Decent guide, you'd think.
15.
Does not use it. Martin Schindler, opportunity missed in the early stages here. Vincent van der Voort looking to punish him. Beautiful darts. Yeah, wonderful stuff. It's only a 17 darter for Vincent van der Voort, but a very, very accomplished finish of 76. Puts him one up with a break of throw. I can tell you that Terry Jenkins is looking to make it through to the last 32 here today. He's 5-4 up on Robbie Green. Peter Wright 5-2 up as things stand over on board 11 against Mark Durbridge, the former world finalist. 2 former world finalists, of course, in Peter Wright and Mark Durbridge.
125. 100. 85. 99. 85.
First time these two have met in professional darts. Martin Schindler only picking up his
85.
tour card at the start of last year at Q School. He had been around prior to that, playing on Euro tours. I mean, he used to work on the Euro tour as a steward.
59.
Seen him make his debut in Dusseldorf, taking on the great Raymond van Barneveld. Got a few legs off him. He's just a teenager. Double top for Vincent.
77.
Not there, but the likelihood is he's coming back. That's now a certainty.
'87.
Well, it leaves him 60, but he may not get a go because Vincent wants double top to double his lead. Well, 3 darts missed. Exasperation from Vincent van der Voort. Inspiration from Martin Schindler.
Game shot.
In the end it was. Takes it out, breaks straight back, 1 apiece. And 2 players who, so far, we've seen play well today. Pretty tight in the opening stages, perhaps to be expected. I can tell you that Krzysztof Ratajski, having already taken
58.
out the big name of Raymond van Barneveld, is taking on Jose Antonio Justicia Perales. And it's 3 apiece in that one as
96.
things stand. Brian Rahman's valiant run may be coming to an end. Jeffrey Desvan, the Black Cobra, is 5-3 up on him. Ian White, from number 14
60.
in the world, 4-2 down to former world finalist Kirk Shepherd. Mervyn King is 3-0 down to prime time Matty Edgar.
140.
Tony the Bear Newell. Heard people sing his name in the past. He's 4-1 up on Martin Lukeman, a man who's going by the nickname of
43.
Smash, apparently, going by his shirt that he's wearing today. And the Ferret Johnny Clayton, a man who will always be the Ferret, no matter how
45.
many internet polls they have to try and change his nickname, he will forever be the Ferret. 3-1 up on Scott Taylor. Just a selection of some of the matches going on. We've got so many going on, 32 boards of action in total around Robin Park here today.
100.
Tasty looking tie coming up over on board 17 between Joe Cullen and Darryl Gurney as well. Michael Van Gerwen and Robert
140.
Thornton's going to take place on board number 32, a repeat of the Grand Prix final from a few years back when the Thorn won his 3rd major title. Schindler looking to fill it up.
140.
Settles for a ton 40 to leave 100. Both men on 2 dart checkouts. Vincent having to use all 3 darts.
60.
And does not get it in the end. 3 darts missed in the previous leg, another one missed there. Shindy. Oh yes. To go into the lead.
Game
There
shot.
it is, Martin Schindler once again pinning double top with his 2nd dart. It is usually his double of choice. It was his previous game against Mados Razma where he just kept refusing to leave it until later on in the match. He ended up winning
57.
the game on double top, 101 checkout under a bit of pressure to clinch it 6-4. But prior to that, he was going for doubles all around the board and leaving them by choice, double 16, for example. But double top
180.
is a real strength of Martin Schindler's game when he's playing well, and when he's on form he can bang in the 180s. I remember seeing him hit 7 in a game on the Euro Tour.
140.
We saw him threaten the 9-darter earlier on against Dimitri Vandenberg in a game where Dimitri went 7 darts into it as well. Well, he can't do it here. There was a suggestion that he might do something silly,
96.
Martin Schindler, and go and produce a perfect leg. Still searching for a first one of his professional career. Man who's won on the development tour. Man who's gone on runs the final days of European Tour action.
100.
He's played at the World Cup of Darts alongside Max Hopp. Made his debut at the World Championship this Christmas just gone as well.
180.
And piles in his 2nd 180. looking to break the Van der Voort throw and make it 3 legs on the spin. And how important
100.
are those 3 missed darts for Vincent van der Voort for a 2-0 lead? Look now, is it 5 for double top? It's not, and I'm not really sure why. Well, it doesn't matter as long as you take it out. It's a 12-dart leg for Martin Schindler. Expertly done. 3 legs on the bounce, but I do wonder, he does not seem to have a firm plan in his mind about what double he wants to leave. And there's nothing wrong with picking either double top or double 16.
91.
Maybe there is a formula, a theory in his thinking about why he's leaving one rather than the other when he's got a
57.
choice of the pair of them. I'd always considered him to be a double top man. Maybe it's a conscious decision for Martin Schindler. Certainly we've seen Jelle Klaassen last year change his MO. He was always a man who left double 18 regularly. He was an incredible
58.
hitter of double 18, won him plenty of games in the past, but decided that he thought that leaving double top was a better decision because the way it breaks down, you miss
55.
inside, you leave double 10, you miss inside that, you leave double 5, double 18, you miss inside, you leave double 9, you miss inside that, you've got to waste a dart to give yourself another dart at a double.
$140.
Well, this is pretty good from Martin Schindler right now, and after Vincent van der Voort started
140.
quite authoritatively in this one, it looked as if the Dutch destroyer might look to boss this game, but 3 missed darts for a 2-0 lead. And it's been Martin
140.
Schindler calling the shots since then. That leaves 72. It's not much in the averages here, both in the low 90s.
78.
But Martin Schindler will be about to open up a 3-leg advantage. Looking at the 16s. Beautiful dart, double 12. Double 6.
66.
Well, that is awkward, but Martin Schindler can console himself with the fact that the double that he's looking at is probably the closest to his eye line compared with any other
97.
double on the board. Double 3 once. Right there in front of you, Martin. Right in front of you.
Game shot.
There it is. 4-1. And the seeded player on this board, Vincent van der Voort, a former UK Open finalist, is in trouble here against German number 2, Martin Schindler.
85.
It's fully about 1.5 feet in height in difference in Vincent's favour between these two.
91.
But 3 legs in Martin Schindler's favour. And that right now is the most important thing.
140.
Unless it suddenly becomes urgent that we need to get something off a high shelf.
$100. 180.
More like it from Vincent van der Voort, firing his first maximum to leave himself on a 2-darter, potential 11-dart leg coming in. Schindler needs ton 40 minimum.
100.
Well, how about a maximum right back at you, Vincent? That's a 3rd one for Shindy, leaves him 130. There is pressure on this, more pressure than perhaps he'd anticipated, and he's not going to get a dart for the leg. Schindler knows that 1 treble 20 is enough for a dart at the ball. He's got that. Can he get another for double 5? He can, you know. 180 to leave 130. Double 5 for 2 spectacular visits and a 5-1 lead. Oh, it's magnificent, Martin Schindler. And Vincent van der Voort is on the ropes. It's not only another leg, a 5th in a row. It is another break of throw. And Martin Schindler has just produced 310 points in 2 visits, despite Vincent van der Voort banging in a 180 to set himself up nicely in that leg.
44.
Stunning stuff from the man who is barely 21 years old.
40. $100.
This is streaming board 1, but effectively this is board 4 of 32 around the Robin Park Tennis Centre. Now the winner of this game will play the winner of board 3. The final there is between Northern Ireland's Brendan Dolan, the former Grand Prix finalist,
96.
or Big John Henderson, the semi-finalist at last year's Grand Prix. And a man who's been playing some of the darts of his
95.
life. Conqueror of Darrell Gurney at the World Championship, of course, Hendo. And right now, Martin Schindler is throwing darts
97.
that really would pose problems for a lot of players. It's certainly posing problems for Vincent van der Voort.
139.
Well, moves down to the 19s. He does end up leaving himself a finish, Vincent, but Shindy's on one himself. Well, needed to find 2 treble 19s to give himself a dart at bullseye.
89.
That will do for Shindy. 75 for the match, and a first ever win over Vincent van der Voort, because the Dutch destroyer is not going to take out the 167 Schindler. Wonderful darts, double 12. Absolutely flawless from Martin Schindler. He has taken Vincent van der Voort apart here. A 94 average, but it was just an exhibition of taking his chances as he rattled off 6 legs in a row, having lost the first one, and wins it 6-1. He wins his board. He is through to the next round, or face John Henderson or Brendan Dolan, and it looks like Martin Schindler may well be making his debut at the UK Open Finals in Minehead this year.